Brooklyn, it's time to get loud and say it with me. This is Monster Jam.
Brooklyn, it is now time for our very first competition of the event, JCB Racing. Our 8 Monster Jam superstars have been seated into a bracket based on a random draw. The winner of this round will advance to the semifinals and be that much closer to the racing championship. All right, guys, it's that time. I need you to make some noise. Who's ready for JCB Racing?
Up first in the black lane, make some noise for Jamie Sullivan and his Sparkle Smash. She's taken on in the red lane, John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. 2 drivers starting off the first round here in the JCB Racing competition. John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity is the driver with the highest racing record here, but Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash comes from a long history of racing. She has had that need for speed long before she took behind the wheel of a Monster Jam truck. A fantastic matchup to start us off in the JCB Racing round 1. Only one driver will advance to the semifinal round. Two drivers pull to the line as they prepare to go green. Your winner is John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity advances on to the semifinal round. Unfortunately for Sparkle Smash, knocking that gray Monster Jam turn cone does cost her and any other competitor who does so the race. Our second matchup pulls to the line. Make some noise in the black lane. Angelina Knock in Megalodon. She's taken on her opponent in the red lane, John Zimmer in Zombie. An exciting matchup here in racing round 1 of the JCB Racing competition. A driver with plenty of seat time up against a rising star. Angelina Knockin, Megalodon versus John Zimmer, Zombie. Two drivers pull to the line. Only one will make it to that semifinals. Let's go green! Your winner is John Zimmer in Zombie. Looks like we'll have a father versus son duo in the semifinals. Trouble for Angelina Knockin, Megalodon out of the track. Causes Zombie to move on into the semifinals. Check it out on that replay right at that moment. A little too close to that corner for Angelina Knockin, Megalodon, causing it to be Zimmer in Zombie moving on to the semifinals. Third matchup of round one's ready to go. Make some noise in the black lane. It's Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Taking on the JCB Racing winner from earlier today in the red lane, Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. New event, a new competition. It could be anyone's win. Keep your eyes on the lights at the end of the arena as we prepare to go green. Your winner is Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco takes out the racing winner from earlier today, securing his spot in the semifinal round. Check it out in the Super Glued to the Action replay. A fantastic race to watch. Two speed demons out on the track, but it is Fernando Martinez by just that short bit. Check it out, so close, crosses that finish line first. But who will be taking on that crazy bull? We'll find out in the next matchup. Only one spot remains in the semifinal round. It's time for the final matchup of round one. In the black lane, make some noise for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. He's taking on Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. These two racers, both tight, meticulous, calculated on those corners here in the JCB Racing competition. And if you've seen it before, those corners can cost you the race. Keep your eyes on that finish line. One more spot. Let's go green! Your winner is Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Fastest 4 drivers have been determined and placed into the semifinal round. Let's recap the action we've seen so far in round 1. We saw Sparkle Smash get caught up on that Monster Jam turn cone, and it was Terminal Velocity to move on to the semifinal round. And he'll be taking on his dad, John Zimmer in Zombie, who took out Megalodon in that round 1. As we move on throughout the bracket, we've got El Toro Loco taking out our JCB Racing champion from earlier today, securing his spot in the semifinal round, where he'll take on Crazy Train's Triton Robbins, who took out the black and green Wrecking Machine. 2 races and only 2 spot in the final round. Remember, only 1 driver will be the winner to claim the first 8 points of the event.
Monster Jam fans, the time has come to get to our semi-final round. We started with 8 Monster Jam superstars, and we have whittled it down to the fastest final 4. Barclays Center, let me hear you one more time. Who's ready for the JCB semi-final round?
Brooklyn, if you think the winner is going to be Zombie John Zimmer, let me hear you. If you think the winner is going to be his son, John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity, make some noise. A fantastically fun matchup here. Father versus son in the semifinal round. First matchup here in the JCB Racing competition. Let's go green! To call. We're going to have to take a look at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Our officials are reviewing the footage now. Check it out up on the video board. We've got them reviewing the footage, and we're going to see it here in just a second. Whose BKT tires crossed that finish line first? I just got word. Your winner is John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Brooklyn, if you think the winner of this next matchup is going to be Triton Robbins in Crazy Train, make some noise. But if you think the driver to cross that finish line first will be Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco, let me hear you. Who will take on Terminal Velocity, who's got his 3rd final appearance this weekend in Barclays Center? It can only be one. Let's go green! Your winner is Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Trouble for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train out on the track. It does cost him this race. Today, it's Fernando Martinez moving on to the finals.
Barclays Center, this is the JCB Racing final round. We've whittled it down to the top 2 drivers of the event. The winner of this round will claim the championship and also the first 8 points of the event. Let me hear you one last time for racing. Who's ready to meet your JCB final round contenders?
He's your 2024 Rookie of the Year. He's taken 3 competition wins this weekend. Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. He's taking on the driver with the best racing record on the series, John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. An exciting final round mashup indeed. John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity getting his 3rd appearance in the finals of the racing competition, taking the win once so far in the Barclays Center. Only one winner. Let's go green! Your winner is John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity takes his 6th racing win so far here this series, proving that the JCB racing competition might just be his sweet spot. Brooklyn, give it up for your JCB racing winner, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. He now claims the first 8 points of the event, a target placed on his back by the rest of the competition indeed. Taking the racing win for the 2nd time here, adding another accolade under his belt. We're going to get to hear from the winner himself. One more time, get loud for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
There's something about JCB racing and Terminal Velocity, it just works. Is it this truck and how this truck is built and designed, or is it something about your driving style that you just love to get out there and dominate JCB racing?
I've always been a racer at heart. Growing up, I've always competed in some other motorsport stuff, so I really pride myself on racing. I've been dialed in all weekend, and my truck is dialed in as tight and right, man. I can't take all the credit to myself. I got a little Chucky Pog in the 3rd, turning wrenches on this thing with myself and my dad, so I can come out here and win.
Now you've got JCB racing down, but we've got two-wheel skills coming up next. I know you wanted that competition win earlier in the afternoon. You got that overall event win. How are you feeling about two-wheel skills coming up?
I'm feeling pretty good. The track's a little bit different, but that's a good thing. It's more tacky, it provides more grip. We're gonna get these trucks up on the nose, get them on the back tires, get them in a wheelie, throw some crazy combo out there. I know I'm ready to go. We got 7 other amazing Monster Jam drivers. We're ready to go. Brooklyn, are you guys ready to go? We got some more action coming at you.
Barclays Center, put your hands together for your first competition winner here this evening. That is Terminal Velocity and John Zimmer Jr.
Going into this competition, John Zimmer Jr. already had a 14-point lead, and in this event, he's just made that a little bit bigger. Check it out, the BKT overall event leaderboard up on the video board. Terminal Velocity has placed himself in that first place spot, claiming the first 8 points, just like we said. But check it out, this is a great breakdown of exactly how the points will be broken down. El Toro Loco finding himself in that second place spot with a total of 7 points. We've got a 2-way tie for third place right now between Zombie and Crazy Train, both of them holding out a total of 4 points, and the remaining 4 competitors in a 4-way tie for 5th place, each one of them holding out a total of 2 points. But we've got 3 more competitions to go, and you will be the official Monster Jam judges for the rest of the competition. We're essentially handing the destiny of our drivers over to you, Brooklyn, because you're going to use judgeszone.com to be the judges of our next competition. It's the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. This competition is full of those crazy viral maneuvers that you've seen made Monster Jam a worldwide phenomenon. We're going to want to be looking for those stoppies, poppers, moonwalks, and so much more, where each driver will get 2 attempts here in the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. You're going to choose that champion, and we've got that action headed your way.
All right, Monster Jam fans, it's Carlos Sparks again. I'm in the stands. We just saw an incredible racing competition, but now I wanted to play a little bit of a game with you guys. So I've got two awesome Monster Jam fans here, both blinked out. I really need to get one of those chains. Seriously, we'll talk about it later. But first off, let me introduce you my super fans over here. So first off, we got Dominic. Let's make some noise for Dominic. You got some fans. What about my other Monster Jam fan? Mason, give it up for Mason. All right, Dominic. All right, Mason. Here is what you guys are going to do. You guys are going to look up at that video board, and you will have three choices for Monster Jam Mini Jams race. We've got El Toro Loco, we got Gravedigger, and we have Megalodon. You each have to choose one of them, and then see whoever wins the race will get the prize. Do you have your choice already? All right, who are you rooting for? Gravedigger fans, make some noise. All right, Mason, what is your pick? Megalodon fans, let me hear you. All right, they are getting ready, getting set, and off! Gravedigger coming out in front, coming out strong on that first turn. Megalodon is in the back. What is going on? Mason, what's going on? Are you still confident in your pick for Megalodon? No, you're not confident anymore. You're backing out. You got to be faithful to it. Toro, snap. Toro's coming in the lead. Gravedigger, Megalodon. I don't know what's going on. Are you still confident in your pick? Yeah, you're sticking with it? Megalodon from behind, comeback win. Mason, how do you feel right now?
I feel amazing.
Amazing. Well, I'm going to make it even more amazing with your very own Monster Jam plushie.
It's time for the second competition of our event. It's the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge in Brooklyn. This is your first opportunity to be the official judges at judgeszone.com. Our drivers are going to be counting on you to bring them to the top in the Two-Wheel Skills competition. And Carlos, we've got to get these Brooklyn fans ready to score the great action that they're going to see here in the Two-Wheel Skills competition.
That's right. Like I said before, you guys are not just spectators here. You guys are official fan judges. So go ahead and take your phones out. Go to judgeszone.com, judgeszone.com. Scan that QR code. Type in the code BKN. And when you see these ribbon boards go red, that means it is time to score. But enough of that. You guys know the drill. Let's get ready and make some noise for the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge.
She's bringing the magic to the competition. Give it up for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash.
Scoring is open. Make some noise for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. Judgeszone.com. Score now, score now.
Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash, kicking off the two-wheel skills competition. And you know what? She's signaling to us something is up with her truck. Something's broken in there. But our pit reporter, Hannah Newhouse, is going to get the story on that and let us know in the breaking news. Take a look at the Super Glue glued to the action replay because you can see her really toughing through whatever breakage she is. I mean, a successful first attempt here in the competition. So I can't wait to see what you guys score this run. A fantastic start to the competition. Let's check it out. The score for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash is... That's a solid score. It's a 7.120. That is the score to beat. This train's leaving the station. He's looking for his conductors in the stands. Give it up for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train.
Open. Let's make some noise for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Judgeszone.com, score now.
Triton Robbins having a successful run in the two-wheel skills competition. He comes out here with two very calculated but very successful attempts here in the two-wheel skills competition. Give it up for him one more time. Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Always such an awesome surprise to see how calculated he is, but then to maintain the control throughout the momentum. It's pretty cool to watch, but we're going to see if you guys thought it was enough to knock out that top score. Let's check it out. The score for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train is, it's a 6.832 right now. That is good enough for second place. Up next, he's in that black and green wrecking machine. It's Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
Scoring is open. Scoring is open. Make some noise for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Lock in those scores right now.
Brooklyn, that is a Matt Cody Gravedigger two-wheel skills if I've ever seen one. A fantastic, successful first attempt pulling off a stoppie into a moonwalk off the pod. And then for that second one, you know what? It started off as a stoppie, went into a wheelie, went from 2 to 1 BKT tires, and in an incredible attempt to save it, we see some awesome Monster Jam destruction out on the track. Brooklyn, it's up to you. Matt Cody needs you at judgeszone.com, locking in your scores. We're going to see exactly what you thought, if that was enough to take the lead. Let's check it out. The score for Matt Cody in Gravedigger is... we have a new leader, 7.586. That's the new score to beat.
All right, Monster Jam fans, it's Carlos Sparks in the stands one more time with another Monster Jam fan. Go ahead and tell everybody what your name is.
Chandler.
Say what's up to Chandler. Chandler, how cool is it that you are on TV right now?
I know.
It's pretty overwhelming, I understand. Well, thank you for being super brave and playing a game with me. So you're gonna look up at that video board. We're gonna see a timer up there. And your goal is to name as many animals as you can before the time expires. Okay, do you got it?
Yes.
All right, let's wait for that timer. All right, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Shark, lizard, lion, tiger, dog, bear, gorilla,
monkey,
monkey,
sea otter,
What's the other?
Shrimp.
Shrimp.
Lobster.
Time is up. All right, it looks like, Chandler, check out the video board. You're gonna go up against Angelina.
Lions, tigers, bears, cats and dogs, turtle, manatees, sea lions, giraffe, elephants, lizards.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Chandler. You know what? Angela's just that good. But you know what? I don't care. I'm gonna give you this Megalodon plushie anyway, because I can. Because I can. Sending it back to you guys for more Monster Jam action.
We're ready to get back to the action and buckle up because this plane definitely is going to have some turbulence. Let's hear it for Montana Robbins in Plane Crazy.
Montana Robbins in Plane Crazy. Judgeszone.com, judgeszone.com, score now.
Way to turn up the heat in the competition for Montana Robbins in Plane Crazy. Fourth to go here in our two-wheel skills. He cleared that pod. Somebody better tell him this is not the airport. This man is getting some major air here. A confident run in the two-wheel skills competition, and only seconds left for you guys to get your scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Let's check out the official score. We've got the current score to beat right now held by Matt Cody in Gravedigger. It's a score of a 7.586. The score for Montana Robbins in Plane Crazy is Brooklyn. We've got a new leader, 7.677. That is the score to beat.
some noise for Angelina Knock in Megalodon. Judgeszone.com, scan that QR code and get your scores locked in.
Brooklyn, make some noise for Angelina Knock in Megalodon. She's a calculated, smart driver, but the second she gets that truck lined up, she launched herself into a reverse popper. She sticks the landing, pulls off a wheelie. I mean, for the time that she has had behind the seat, it is absolutely remarkable to see her pull off these really difficult movements here, pulling off this in the two-wheel skills competition, indeed, all to impress you Brooklyn fans. So lock in those scores. Only a few seconds left until we've got that official score for Angelina Knock in Megalodon. We're going to see what you thought as soon as we get those locked in. A successful two-wheel run for Angelina, but it's all up to you. Let's take a look. The score for Angelina Knock in Megalodon is... It's a solid score. It's a 5.975. You decided that's good enough for 5th place. Up next, let's get those Toro horns in the air. It's Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco.
Monster Jam fans, scoring is open. Scoring is open. Give it up, Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Judgeszone.com, Judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores.
Brooklyn, what did you think of that two-wheel action by Fernando Martinez? I don't know if you can see it, but he is celebrating upside down right now, waiting for your scores. We have to take a look back at the Super Glued to the Action replay if we can to check out that run, because we saw Fernando Martinez. He went from a stoppie to a nose wheelie into one wheel down the pod. Let's check this out on the Super Glued to the Action replay. Here he is in the stoppie, down one wheel really down the pod. Absolutely insane. And then of course we had a crazy attempt at a save, but you know what, sometimes risk and reward, they can pay off. So let's check it out. The current score to beat right now is held by Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. It's a score of a 7.677. The score for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco is... Brooklyn, you got yourselves a new leader, a 9.241. We have got to take a look back at that run, celebrating upside down. Fernando Martinez check it out. Here we go. It's his first run. A stop wheel into a nose wheelie. A little too much momentum, but my favorite part of that whole thing is absolutely upside down. He's still trying to make those tires go. Speaks to the kind of competitor Fernando Martinez is. And absolutely, Brooklyn, you showed up as the judges, a 9.241, a solid score and a tough score to beat. We still got 2 trucks to go in the competition, but will they be able to show up and show out? Carlos, you're in the stands with these electric Brooklyn fans. How's it going?
What's up? I can hear Brooklyn. That is awesome. You guys have been amazing. So much energy all night. So now it's time to play another game. Over here, I have first time attendance to a Monster Jam event. Make some noise if this is your first time. So I need to know your guys' names. Can you say the name for everybody here at Barclays?
Natalia.
Nice. And what about your name?
Mila.
Mila, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so you guys are gonna play a game on the video board. So, hey, actually, we're gonna get him in here too. What's your name, buddy?
Roman.
Give it up for Roman! That's what's up. I like your jacket, by the way. It's a cool color. Yeah. All right, so you're gonna look up the video board. A trivia question is going to pop up. One of our drivers is gonna read it to you, and you guys are gonna have to try to guess the answer.
Hey, Monster Jam fans, Fernando Martinez here, and it's time. Monster Jam. What animal is El Toro Loco? Is it A, B, a dog, C, shark, or D, a bird? Let me know the answer. I want to hear it.
All right, I think the driver is actually out on the track right now. Do you guys know the answer? Do you want me to call him or something? Or you got it? You know the answer already? You know the answer already? All right. You're gonna tell me the letter. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, let's find out.
If you guessed A, you got it right. Now, time for more Monster Jam.
That's what I'm talking about. You guys got it right. El Toro Loco looks like it's back on his feet, and you know what? We've got an El Toro Loco plushie. Give me 5, guys. Great job, and great job. Back to you guys.
Before we jump back into the two-wheel skills challenge and into that action, let's take a look at the scores right now. Of course, we've got Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco with that high score of a 9.241. And Plain Crazy Montana Robbins now takes that second place after taking the lead. But with 2 more trucks to go, this leaderboard could be shaken up. Brooklyn, it's up to you. We're getting back to the Monster Jam action in just a moment. Brooklyn, let's see those zombie arms. It's John Zimmer in Zombie.
Scoring is open. Scoring is open. Give it up one more time. John Zimmer Sr. in Zombie. Judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. Lock in your scores.
A truly jaw-dropping performance from John Zimmer in Zombie in the two-wheel skills competition. We saw him with that first attempt come off with a successful attempt there, going into a stoppie, into a moonwalk. But you see on his second attempt, he's actually going for a reverse popper, but the track conditions do just disagree with his truck a little bit there. To me, it looks like that track is just a little bit too dry. Those BKT tires not able to get that perfect bite, but we got the official scores locked in. Let's take a look. The score for John Zimmer in Zombie is, it's a 5.769. Right now, that's good enough for 7th place. Final truck to go here in the competition. He's a racing winner. Make some noise for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. He's still got one attempt remaining.
Scoring is open. Make some noise for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Judgeszone.com, Judgeszone.com, lock in your scores.
Brooklyn, you just witnessed some crazy combos by John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Going last in a competition is never easy, but if we can get a playback of the Super Glow Glued to the Action replay, we have to look back at these combo moves that John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity is able to turn out. Check it out. We've got a stoppie into a nose wheelie combo. Those wheels stay down, so it remains a combo. Into a wheelie to another stoppie. Combo into another wheelie. I mean, we call him the Combo King here on Arena Championship Series Central. An insane run. We've got to know what you thought. We got the current score to beat right now. It's held by Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco with a score of a 9.241. The score for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity is so close, a 9.149. Brooklyn, you decided that was good enough for second place, which means your winner of the two-wheel skills competition for the third time here this weekend, Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco.
We're just gonna rename him the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge King when it comes to the Barclays Center. Able to put on another phenomenal performance, but I have to ask, when you were upside down, did you originally think you were scored a 6 and not that 9 because the fans delivered here for you in that scoring?
I see what you did there. I'm glad it wasn't a 6. It was a 9, and I can't thank you guys. Brooklyn, you have been amazing to me in two-wheel skill all weekend long. John Zimmer Jr. laid down a heck of a run. Doing combos is not easy at all, so it takes real skill to pull that off. I'm just happy you guys chose me as your winner, so Brooklyn, I love y'all.
We got a little bit of an intermission coming up here, but nonetheless, right after that, we'll get back into action with the Sky Wheelies. You've been sending big air all weekend long here at Barclays Center. Can we expect the same thing here with El Toro Loco?
We finally worked out the kinks in El Toro Loco all weekend long. We've been kind of finding small weak points. I think we got them all ironed out. I'm ready to sky this baby out in Sky Wheelies and then for freestyle. So whenever El Toro Loco's on the track, you guys better have your cameras ready.
Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco, your two-wheel skills challenge winner.
So much action has already unfolded, and we only have 2 competitions under our belt here in our events in the Barclays Center. But it is a time for Monster Jam halftime. This starts our halftime. You can get up, stretch your legs, head to the concourse, check out snacks, drinks. Also, don't forget to check out our Monster Jam merchandise. We've got that up on the concourse and plenty more, but you're going to want to make your way back to your seats at the end of halftime, because not only do we have our halftime pit report with Hannah Newhouse presented by Northern Tool and Equipment, but we got the stars of freestyle motocross headed your way to compete in the best trick competition. All that and so much more after our halftime break. But you've heard from me, you've heard from our drivers. Take a look at the video board, because you might just hear from your friends and family. Team, give it up for Kenny Haskell, Brent Schwalm, TJ Tiffany, and Mike Angerman.
We brought you the best here for FMX. They're going to give us a couple warm-ups, as they like to call it, of tricks up and over this ramp. But here's how it goes, Brooklyn. The louder you get every time they go up and over this ramp, the bigger and better tricks they go. First up off the ramp, you will have, oh, we're just still doing warm-ups. That being said, they were getting ready to go here. They're ready to go. Brooklyn, are you ready to go? Should we send these guys up the ramp and get them to go? At the very tail end of this, we will involve you in best trick as well, and then they've got a special surprise for you following that. So when they get ready to do their best trick, we will let you know, and you will do exactly what you've been doing with our Monster Jam drivers all afternoon long. You'll get on judgeszone.com, and you will score each of our FMX riders. But the first one off the ramp, this is Brett Schwalm, the rider from Richland, PA. After him, and hey, he may have a best trick win or two already under his belt. He is from Boston, Massachusetts. That is Kenny Haskell. Hailing all the way from Orlando, Florida, put it together for TJ Tiffany. And last but not least, from right around the corner from Mays Landing, New Jersey, it is Mike Angerman. Brooklyn, what'd you think so far? They got a couple more rounds. They're just warming up. Get it loud for them. Brent sends it across the ramp again. Children, do not try this at home. Your mothers would not like it. Leave it to the professionals. Kenny up and over with a tail whip. TJ Tiffany lines up here on the ramp for his second jump. One hand, kicks at the back. And Mike Angerman. Oh, beautiful pose there. I hope many of you got that in a picture, and you'll hang that up on your wall. All right, the final warm-up before these riders send us their best trick. You don't need legs to ride a dirt bike, apparently, and Brent showed us there. Kenny lining up once again for his third and final warm-up jump here. Get loud, Brooklyn! TJ Tiffany getting ready to send for his final warm-up. And last but not least, Brooklyn, Mike Angerman. How are you guys feeling about these jumps so far? All right, you know the deal. Get your phones out right now. This is for best trick. Are you guys ready, Brooklyn? There goes Kenny Haskell. TJ Tiffany. And last but not least, Mike Angerman. And guess what? I was just prepping you guys. We're actually gonna do best trick next. We gave them that fourth warm-up trick. They are ready to go. They're gonna join me up here on the pod. So again, you guys are professionals at this point. You know how this goes. Pull your phone out right now if you haven't already. Go to judgeszone.com and you will score each of our riders. All right, Brooklyn, but here's how it goes. You gotta get loud. You gotta let these FMX riders know, are you guys ready to see their best trick?
You know what, Hannah, before we kick off this best trick competition, we gotta let these Brooklyn fans know. Earlier today, everyone in Barclays Center was extremely loud for freestyle motocross best trick. The bar was set really high by your fellow Brooklyn Monster Jam fans. So, the shoes are big to fill. But Brooklyn, I know you can do it. So show me how loud we can get as we welcome the very first competitor in the best trick competition. Give it up for Brent Schwalm.
He wants it to get loud for him. Barclays Center, Brent Schwalm going to be the first one up and over again. We'll let you know when those scores open. I've seen these guys throw tricks for 2 days now, and it gets bigger and better every single time. Barclays Center, put it together. Here he goes. Get your scores ready. Oh, we're going to run it back up. He's getting you guys hyped up. You're not loud enough for him. Come on, Brooklyn. He gives us a backflip. Brent Schwalm, your scoring is open. Brooklyn, lock in your scores.
A tough spot going first in the best trick competition, but it is no feat for Brent Schwalm here, setting the bar high and hoping that you will too at judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores right now for Brent Schwalm here in the best trick competition. Definitely raising the bar and hopefully looking to take home that title of best trick winner. But there can only be one. Only a few seconds left for you to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com. We're going to see exactly what this means for the rest of the competition. Let's check it out. The score for Brent Schwalm is a solid score. It's an 8.487. That is the score to beat. Up next in the best trick competition, Brooklyn, make some noise for Kenny Haskell.
Kenny Haskell and the team getting the thumbs up, just making sure everything is good to go with our riders here because again, they send it, they get big air up off this ramp and down this other direction. They just want to make sure everything is good back behind that tarp and ready to go. So waiting for our safety officials.
You know what, before we move on in the competition, I just want to see one thing. Brooklyn, are you ready for more freestyle motocross action? Let me hear you. Awesome. As we reset, we're going to move on in the competition with our second competitor. One more time. Make some noise for Kenny Haskell.
And Brooklyn, we love keeping you on your toes. They were making sure that ramp was okay. So believe it or not, that was Kenny Haskell that went the first time. He just was double checking everything. But don't you worry, we've got Brent Schwalm that we're gonna send up and off the ramp the moment that it's ready for you guys. Again, we're just keeping, they love keeping the announcers on the toes. They love keeping the fans on their toes with the tricks that they're giving us here as well. So again, Keaton, I mean, this is just part of the job, right? The Monster Jam drivers, they keep us on our toes. The fans, they keep us on their toes with the scores they're giving us. And hey, we never know what these riders are gonna send as well.
Okay, these guys are full of tricks and trades. That means that the score to beat is currently held by Kenny Haskell. It's an 8.487. Brooklyn, help me out as we welcome Brent Schwalm.
Brenton's making his way over to the beginning of the ramp. Here we go. Good to go. Our safety officials giving Brent Schwalm the green flag to line up and get going here with his best trick. So you guys are professionals now. He's gonna get set up over here. Get your scoring ready. Get your phones out. Pay attention, because he's got a big trick to follow up with. From Kenny Haskell, Brent Schwalm takes the ramp. Brooklyn, are you ready? Scoring is open for Brent Schwalm. Lock in those scores right now at judgeszone.com.
Brent Schwalm here in the best trick competition, looking to turn up the heat and hopefully looking to take Kenny Haskell out of the running for the best trick competition. Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay, a perfect exotic pulled off and at the peak of the air in the freestyle motocross competition. Lock in those scores now, just like with those Monster Jam trucks. You've only got 20 seconds to do so. And we're gonna see if you thought it was enough to knock Kenny Haskell out of the running for best trick. Let's check it out. The score for Brent Schwalm is, it's a 6.904 right now. That's good enough for second place. Next rider to go in the competition, make some noise for TJ Tiffany. TJ Tiffany is from Orlando, Florida. He's an international stunt rider, and he's been a part of some of the highest grossing movies in America, such as Bad Boys for Life and Avengers Endgames. You might even catch him on this season of Outer Banks. Today, he's bringing you his best trick on his Kawasaki KX 450. One more time, give it up, TJ Tiffany.
The scores are open right now for TJ, who follows it up, trying to one-up Kenny Haskell's backflip. Lock in your scores right now at judgeszone.com.
A perfect textbook backflip here in the best trick competition in Brooklyn. We heard how loud you get. We know how you feel about those tricks. TJ Tiffany looking to wipe out the rest of the competition, looking to take a higher score than Kenny Haskell and take home that title of best trick winner. In Barclays Center, there could only be one best trick winner to walk away, but you're gonna have a say. So we've got the score to beat right now held by Kenny Haskell. It's an 8.487. The score for TJ Tiffany is, it's an 8.755. We have a new leader. Last but not least, in the best trick competition, make some noise for Mike Angerman. Mike Angerman is from Mays Landing, New Jersey. He's been riding with Monster Jam for 15 years, and he's rode all over the world, taking his freestyle motocross talents international. Today in Barclays Center, he's bringing you his best trick on his KTM 250. One more time, give it up for Mike Angerman.
The last best trick of the afternoon. Here we go. Mike Engerman follows it up. The final backflip here in best trick scoring is open. Lock in your final score for Mike Engerman at judgeszone.com.
You saw it on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay, a no-handed backflip. That could potentially take the win, but Brooklyn, it's up to you. Judgeszone.com, only 20 seconds and less than that to lock in your scores. We're the closest we've ever been to finding out who's walking away with that title of Best Trick Winner. We got the scores locked in. The score to beat right now is held by TJ Tiffany. It's a score of an 8.755. The score for Mike Engerman is Brooklyn. We've got ourselves the winner of the Best Trick competition, Mike Engerman.
But it only gets better from here. Mike Engerman's gonna put those goggles back on and get ready to hit the ramp once again. But we're gonna talk to my good friend TJ Tiffany here on what we can expect here in this grand finale with our FMX riders.
Oh man, we've been keeping tricks in our bag and trying to pull them out and see what's going on, but you guys are the loudest crowd this whole weekend. We can barely hear our bikes. You having fun or what? All right, me and the boys, we're gonna try to do something called FMX trains. We're gonna get as close as we can together and try to get us all up in the air at the same time. I want you guys to clap your hands, stomp your feet, make some noise for the boys out here.
Are you guys ready, Barclay Center? This is the grand finale here for our FMX riders. The helmets are back on. They are strapped and ready to go on their bikes. Again, they're gonna get 3 runs here at this FMX train, and every time I need you to get louder, I need you to get crazier. And these guys, you just heard it, they can hear you, they can feel that excitement, and they will send these tricks bigger every time they go. Brooklyn, are you ready for the FMX trains? One by one, they will send it up the ramp, trying to get as close as they possibly can to one another, while also throwing down some of their tricks. You heard it from TJ Tiffany. They still have more in their back pocket, and Brooklyn, they are ready to show you those tricks. Get loud for them. The first of 3 for the grand finale. First up the ramp, it is Brent Schwalm, followed by TJ Tiffany, Kenny Haskell, and Mike Engerman. They're gonna get him turned around and circle right back. And again, it only gets bigger the louder you get. Brooklyn, do you think that they can go bigger? Get loud! Even TJ's down here going, get loud, Barclay Center, get loud. These guys can hear you. All right, the semifinal here for the grand finale. Back up on the ramp, here they go. Once again, Brooklyn, get loud. I don't know that at any point all of them had their feet and their hands on the peg. These guys are professionals, they know what they're doing, but they have saved the best for last. This is your last chance, Barclay Center. Get up on your feet. I want to see you guys encourage these guys. They can hear you. They're ready for you. Send off our FMX riders tonight with a loud cheer. This is the last FMX train. Are you ready? Brent Schwalm's going to lead them off with TJ Tiffany, Kenny Haskell, and Mike Engerman. Let's go, Brooklyn! It does not get better than that, and you can only get that excitement between Monster Jam trucks and your FMX riders, sending it here in the Barclay Center for the first ever opportunity. One more time, put it together, my friends, for our FMX riders. But there is one rider that we have to talk to, because you fans here in Barclay Center voted him best trick of the evening. We saw 2 backflips, but you said, okay, I'm gonna one-up that backflip. I'm gonna do it with no hands. And even though your fellow rider said, I knew you were gonna do that. You had that in your back pocket. Were you saving it?
Yeah, I was saving it. I've been feeling a little rusty all weekend. This is my first show back after breaking my collarbone about 4 months ago. So everybody's been beating me in the best tricks in the past 2 shows. So I know I had to step it up if I wanted to win. So I threw the no hands in there, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.
We held this crowd to a higher standard. We said, okay, we need you to get loud and as loud as you can. Can you feel that energy when you're getting ready to line up on the ramp?
We can definitely feel it. The louder you guys get, it makes us want to go bigger. You know, if we have a quiet crowd, we don't want to go out and throw the most dangerous tricks. But honestly, this has definitely been the loudest crowd of the weekend. So thank you guys for making noise for us.
And last but not least, you mentioned, you know, of course, it's a family sport with you guys and the guys that you travel with, as well as our Monster Jam family. But there's always that extra competitiveness. When you get to go back there after this FMX, do you get a little bit of bragging rights for having best trick here since Brooklyn voted that for you?
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to be busting the guys a little bit back in the locker room. Those guys beat me the first 2 shows, so they let me hear it. So I'm going to let them hear it this time.
One more time, Barclays Center, Brooklyn, for Mike Engerman. You guys voted him the best trick of the evening here for your Saturday afternoon Monster Jam show.
And long, but it's time to get back to the action with our next Monster Jam competition. On this next one, I need you to get your phones out, go to judgeszone.com because I need you to score once again. You have the power to crown our champions in this next competition. And the next competition, I want you to make some noise because we got the Sky Wheelies competition.
Clear the waters. It's Angelina Knock in Megalodon.
Open. Give it up one more time for Angelina Knock in Megalodon. Judgeszone.com, score now.
What a way to kick off the Sky Wheelie competition. Angelina Knock in Megalodon gets major air and also really great verticality on that run. This shark isn't hunting for fish. She's hunting for trophies out on the track. Give it up for Angelina Knock in Megalodon. Always tough to start off the competition, but you will help her set the bar. Let's check out the scores. We've got the official score locked in. The score for Angelina Knock in Megalodon is a solid score. It's an 8.158. That is the score to beat. Next up, let's see those zombie arms for John Zimmer in Zombie.
sending it into the air. Give it up, John Zimmer Sr. in Zombie. Judgeszone.com, lock in your scores.
Zombie definitely resurrected from the dead for the Sky Wheelie competition, coming out proving exactly why he's been behind the wheel since 2005, coming out making it look easy. But you guys have the tough job. Judgeszone.com, we need you to lock in those scores. Only 2 trucks to go, and you can see these drivers are pushing these Monster Jam trucks to the limit. We truly pull off the impossible here, but we got the scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score for John Zimmer in Zombie is... It's a 7.152. Right now, that's good enough for second place.
All right, Monster Jam fans, it is time for another game. All right, first of all, can you introduce yourself to all of these fans?
My name is Jacob.
Jacob, is this your first Monster Jam event?
Yeah.
Is there a certain special occasion why you're here at this Monster Jam event?
It's a surprise from my parents.
It was a surprise from your parents. That is so cool. All right, so here's the way that it's going to work. You're gonna look up on that video screen and you're gonna see 3 facts. Okay, you're gonna see 3 facts and you have to pick which one is not true. Okay? All right, let's find out who you got. Alrighty, you've got A, B, and C. A, B, and C. You think you got the answer? Do you think you know which one is the lie? Alright, let's figure it out. Which answer do you think is the lie?
C.
C. Alright, let's find out a little bit more about John Zimmer Jr. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Check it out. That shows you that you are totally correct. John Zimmer Jr. does a lot of things, but he is in fact not an opera singer. So for getting that right, I've got a El Toro Loco plushie. Show it to the camera.
It's time to make some noise for your next competitor. Give it up for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Scoring is open for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. You see those ribbon boards turn red? That's your cue to head on over to judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores now. You've heard Carlos say it. You've only got 20 seconds to do it. Brooklyn, give it up one more time. John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Coming into the Sky Wheelie competition, take a look at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. He heads in super confident, really big air there. So if you're one for big air, you're going to want to score that. And now, only a couple seconds left at judgeszone.com. Let's check it out. The score for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity is... It's a 6.748. Brooklyn, you decided that's good enough for third place. Up next, he's looking for those train conductors. Triton Robbins in Crazy Train.
Scoring is open, scoring is open. Give it up one more time for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Judgeszone.com, judgeszone.com, score now, score now.
Triton Robbins in Crazy Train goes full send in the Sky Wheelie competition. Take a look at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. We love the celebratory horn before launching that Monster Jam truck into the air. And you know what, the Triton Robbins, as well as our other Robin duo, they are in their home state here in New York, from Buffalo, New York, hoping that home state brings them a little love from New York. So let's check it out. The scores are locked in. The score for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train is... It's a 6.146. Brooklyn, you decided that was good enough for fourth place. He's in that black and green wrecking machine. Next up, it's Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
Scoring is open, scoring is open. Let's give it up one more time for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Judgeszone.com, judgeszone.com, score now.
Flying into the air, door open. I mean, we have to see that on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Matt Cody in Gravedigger, definitely not afraid to hit that throttle. Check those BKT tires off the obstacle on the pod and launch his Monster Jam truck into the air. Whatever the cost, he's willing to do it, potentially for a win and 8 more points. Brooklyn, it's up to you right now to get those scores locked in. We're going to see exactly what you thought of that Sky Wheelie from Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Will it be enough to take the lead? We're going to have to find out. Let's check it out. We've got the current score to beat right now, held by Megalodon, Angelina Knock. It's a score of an 8.158. The score for Matt Cody in Gravedigger is... That's an 8.531. We have a new leader.
Well, for Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco, I know you'd love to be strapped in right now, getting ready to go out there and give it your best sky wheelie. But you're hanging out with me back here in the pit area with our technicians, and unfortunately, it looks like your night may have come to an early end. I know that's not what you wanted to see, but your El Toro Loco fans have been so good and so loud for you all afternoon and all evening long here in Brooklyn.
And it hurts, man. You know, all weekend long, Brooklyn has come out to play for Team El Toro Loco. In two wheels, the crash was pretty cool, I gotta admit. But sometimes the truck just can't take it. We suffered some damage, and the way things are set up right here, we just can't fix it tonight to be back out here for the second half of the event. And guys, I'm really sorry. I feel extremely bad. I hear you guys. I love it. Thank you so much. The crew, we're bummed right now, but you know what? It's not the end of the story. It's a bump in the road. We'll be back. We'll be back better than ever. And with your guys' support, we'll be back stronger tomorrow, Sunday in the afternoon. I love you guys so much, Brooklyn, for showing the love you've given me. And give it up for these next 7 trucks that are coming out for Sky Wheelies and Freestyle. Monster Jam's not over. We're just getting started.
He's going to be hanging out here with me, Brooklyn, one more time here for your driver of El Toro Loco. That is Fernando Martinez.
Brooklyn, we're getting back to the action. It's time to buckle up, and we are getting ready for takeoff with Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy.
Scoring is open for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Get those phones out. Go to judgeszone.com. Score now. Score now.
Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy, looking to launch himself into that first place spot here in the Sky Wheelies competition. Shows up with his experience here in the Sky Wheelie competition. If we can get that on the super glue glued to the action replay, check it out. A perfect approach, easy send into the air, big air. I don't know, he's out there making it look easy, but it's up to you, Brooklyn. Lock in the scores now. Barclays Center, we need to know exactly what you think. We got the scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy is... It's a 5.911. Brooklyn, you decided that's good enough for 6th place. Last competitor in the competition, make some noise for Jamie Sullivan in a Sparkle Smash.
Sparkle Smash. JudgesZone.com, score now, score now.
Brooklyn, keep up that energy for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. You got to get those scores locked in. An absolute magical Sky Willy there. We see her absolutely launch that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck into the air. Big air there. She lands it. She sticks the landing. So let's see what you thought. We got the current score to beat right now, held by Matt Cody in Gravedigger. It's a score of an 8.531. The score for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash is... Brooklyn, your winner of the Sky Wheelie competition, Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash adds 8 points to her score and adds Barclays Center to the memory bank, as it is the place for her to get her second Sky Wheelie win of her career.
And it's not every day I get to present a driver with a piece of their truck, because she literally left it all out there on the track. Your team was thrashing to get that transmission changed. They were able to do it, and you said, all right, I'm going to reward my team here with this competition win. How did it feel going down to the crunch line and then being able to send it here in the Sky Wheelie?
You know, this is definitely for all those UNI technicians back there. They have a lot of work to do, and they've been doing work all weekend long just to make sure that we're out here to compete for all you fans. So definitely I want to hear a round of applause for all those technicians back there. They've been killing it.
Now freestyle, everyone's favorite, is coming up next. We saw a backflip 2 nights ago. You have been great in freestyle as well, and you know what? One-eared unicorns, they know how to throw down in freestyle as well. How are you feeling about that?
You know, I'm pumped for it. We're going to come out here. We're going to lay this unicorn right here in the dirt for all you Brooklyn fans. Are you guys ready for freestyle?
Get loud, Barclays Center, your winner here in the Sky Wheelie Challenge after the team came back from a Herculean effort. That is Sparkle Smash and Jamie Sullivan.
A big congratulations to Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash as she adds 8 more points to her score. Let's take a look at the BKT overall event leaderboard and see how the point standing has been shaken up. John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity still holds out that first place spot with a total of 19 points. Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco, his great performance, holds out his second place spot with a total of 15 points. Check it out, we got a 2-way tie for third place between Gravedigger and Sparkle Smash, both of them having a total of 14. And then you can see our last 4 competitors all tied for 5th place with a total of 10 points. But with Monster Jam Freestyle coming up next, that means that there are 8 more points to be grabbed here in our event. It's going to come down to the bottom line, but in freestyle, Brooklyn, it's going to come down to what you think. You will be the official judges of our competitors for the final time here in our event. One important rule in freestyle to keep in mind, every single one of our competitors must complete 15 seconds of their run for a score. But we want to see a combination of everything we've seen so far. We want technical moves. We want crazy viral maneuvers that have made Monster Jam a worldwide phenomenon, and you will be the judges. So buckle up. We got more chaos headed your way with Monster Jam Freestyle coming up soon.
What's up, Monster Jam fans? Go ahead and take a look at the video board because I want to play Monster Jam Helmet Shuffle. You see that little trophy going underneath those helmets? Pay attention because my ask of all of you is to pay attention and try to keep track of that trophy as these helmets go round and round and round and round. Alrighty guys, drop those helmets, shuffle them around. Are you still paying attention? Do you think you got it? I don't know, they're jumping around, they're spinning around, they're gonna stop here soon. All right, what are we thinking? We got 1, 2, 3. I see some twos, couple of twos. We got a 1 right there, 1, all right, no threes, no love for a 3. All right, let's figure it out. Where is that trophy? It's not a number 1. It's not under number 3. So you know what that means. If you guessed number 2, you are absolutely correct. You get a huge high five from me. Monster Jam fans, we have reached our final competition of the evening, Monster Jam Freestyle, and I'm gonna need the help of the whole arena. Go ahead and take your phones out, get those flashlights on, yep, get them on, because we're gonna do this together. Follow my lead. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Stay on the beat. Monster Jam fans, this is the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Monster Jam fans, make some noise for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Go to judgeszone.com right now, lock in your scores.
Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy, hot out the gate for the freestyle competition. There's no better way to kick off this competition than with a competitor who knows how to start a freestyle run like that. Great example of a competitor using the entire time in freestyle. Give it up for him one more time. Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy, feeling good after that freestyle run, as he should. So lock in the scores. Judgeszone.com. Check it out in the Super Glued to the Action replay. Major error. We see him clear the pod. He takes advantage of multiple obstacles out there and fills that clock. So we're going to see where you guys set the bar for the competition. The score for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy is... It's a 5.812, and that is the current score to beat. Next up, get those shark attacks ready. It's Angelina Knock in Megalodon.
Monster Jam fans, scoring is open. Let's hear it for Angelina Knock in Megalodon. Head over to judgeszone.com. 20 seconds left. Get your scores locked in.
Give it up for Angelina Knock in Megalodon. A second to go here in the freestyle competition. And able to fill the clock again. A speedy freestyle run by her too. If we can get any of that action on the Super Glue glued to the replay, I want you guys to notice this girl is not afraid of the throttle. She's a speed demon in her freestyle runs. And so much precision and control comes into play when they've got to stop on the mark. This arena is a tight quarter for these giant Monster Jam trucks. But the scores are just seconds away from being locked in for Angelina Knock in Megalodon. We're going to see exactly where she stands here in the freestyle competition. Let's check it out. The score. We've got the current score to beat right now, held by Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. It's a score of a 5.812. The score for Angelina Knock in Megalodon is Brooklyn, we got a new leader, 7.012. That is the score to beat. Next up, let's see those zombie arms. Give it up for John Zimmer in Zombie.
Scoring is open for John Zimmer Sr. in Zombie. Head over to judgeszone.com and lock in those scores.
Give it up for him one more time. John Zimmer in Zombie definitely knows how to bring the heat to the freestyle competition. You see him hot out the gate. He hits those obstacles hard with speed, and that risk results with a lot of big air. Check it out in the Super Glue glued to the action replay. I mean, fresh out the gate, he almost nearly clears the pod, landing on those two PKT tires. We're gonna see exactly what Brooklyn thought. We got the current score to beat right now, held by Angelina Knock in Megalodon. It's a score of a 7.012. The score for John Zimmer in Zombie is it's an 8.257. We have a new leader.
All right, Monster Jam fans, I got another game for you, and you should be really good at this one considering the dance cam. This is called the Monster Jam Copy Cam. Check out the video board and see who will be copying. Oh, I know you know this one. I know you know this one. Show me them zombie arms.
Carlos has got it down. Brooklyn, can you do it? Looking good.
Alrighty, and we got a special copy cam. Give it up for Fernando Martinez.
He's looking for those Toro horns in the stands. Let me see him. Brooklyn, it's time for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Brooklyn, could he be lining up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip? Looks like he's going for it.
Scoring is open. Make some noise for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Judgeszone.com, judgeszone.com. Score now.
Brooklyn, what'd you think of that Morgan & Morgan backflip? Matt Cody coming out in Gravedigger, proving exactly why he belongs behind the wheel of that black and green wrecking machine. A fearless freestyle, and of course, we get that forward momentum backflip. The scores are locked in. Let's check it out. We got the score to beat right now, currently being held by John Zimmer. It's a score of an 8.257 for Team Zombie. The score for Matt Cody in Gravedigger is Brooklyn, that's a 9.596. We have a new leader. Check out that super glue, glued to the action replay, a textbook perfect backflip. He's able to land, and then you see that Matt Cody do what he does best. He hits the throttle. He was looking to keep going. A fantastic freestyle and a tough act to follow.
That's right, Keaton. All right, Monster Jam fans, let's go ahead and take a look at the video board and let's see where we're at. With that incredible run, that insane backflip, Gravedigger once again is in that top spot. Again, hitting that 9+ score in freestyle. Definitely on brand for that Gravedigger Monster Jam truck. Then we got Zombie coming in second place with an 8.2. Megalodon after that, and then Plain Crazy rounds out our first 4 trucks here at Monster Jam Freestyle, but we still have more coming up. It is truly anybody's game in this last competition of the event.
It's time to get those train horns ready. Let's see those conductors in the stands. Give it up for Triton Robbins in a Crazy Train.
Let's see those horns in the air, Brooklyn! Scoring is open, scoring is open. One more time, make some noise. Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. He completed more than that 15-second threshold, so go to judgeszone.com. Score now, score now.
Brooklyn, he wanted to finish out those 20 seconds. You give him a big round of applause. Triton Robbins in a Crazy Train, driving that Monster Jam truck till it cannot be driven anymore. The Robbins brothers are from just a road trip away, Buffalo, New York. He's a fellow New Yorker. He's not trying to leave you with any freestyle like that. He's letting us know that truck is broken. He drove it till it could not be driven anymore. So locking those scores right now. Triton Robbins in a Crazy Train in the freestyle competition. A tough act to follow, but he does it fearlessly. We saw him add in those two-wheel skills. He took advantage of the entire obstacles out on the track. Let's see what you thought. The score for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train is... That's a 5.642. You've decided that's good enough for 5th place.
Well, we also saw a phenomenal freestyle by Zombie, but I'm here with the Zombie crew chief, that is Charlie Pocken III, also known as CP3. Great freestyle, but it took a little while to get there because you guys had some difficulties. Kind of take me through what happened with Zombie.
Yeah, so Zombie went out there for sky wheelies, did a nice vertical sky wheelie, but over time, the constant abuse will definitely take abuse on parts. So this is what broke. This is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it ended up looking like. Definitely not how you'd like to see your parts, but we were able to replace it in between every truck that went out for sky wheelies and get her back out there for freestyle.
This just goes to show how good our technicians are back here. CP3 is not only the crew chief of Zombie, but also Terminal Velocity as well, able to do that quick part change and make sure he was ready to go for freestyle.
Looks like it's time to add a little sparkle to the competition. Give it up for Jamie Sullivan in a Sparkle Smash.
Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. JudgesZone.com, score now.
Brooklyn, Jamie Sullivan wants to know if you've ever seen a unicorn fly, absolutely taking Sparkle Smash to new heights. She's looking to launch herself into that first place spot. A fearless freestyle. Hopefully you Monster Jam fans know what I mean when I say this girl is tough. You can tell she's out there taking that truck, showing you guys who's boss. Let's check it out. The scores are locked in. The score for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash is a solid and high score of a 9.223. That's good enough for second place. Our final truck here in the freestyle competition. One more time, Brooklyn, give it up for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity.
For the final time tonight, let's hear it for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Scoring is open, scoring is open. JudgesZone.com, lock in your scores.
Brooklyn, I don't know if we've seen such a show-stopping freestyle that keeps you on the edge of your seat like John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity, coming high from flying over the pod, able to take that truck, stop it on 2 BKT tires, pull off a 2-wheel maneuver, and then continue on for the rest of the freestyle run. There's something to be said for that. It is the Combo Kin coming in with freestyle, adding those 2-wheel moves. A celebratory moment indeed, well-deserved, and we're gonna see exactly what you thought. We got the score locked in. The score for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity is... It's an 8.739, that's good enough for third place. Brooklyn, this means your winner of the freestyle competition is... Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Matt Cody in Gravedigger adds 8 points to his overall score, but was it enough? Your overall event champion here today in Barclays Center. We're gonna find out exactly how many points they've earned here throughout the event. It's 8 points in the JCB Racing competition, 7 points in the 2-wheel skills challenge, 4 in the Sky Wheelie competition, 6 in the freestyle competition, with an overall event total of 25 points. Your overall event champion is Brooklyn, it's John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity takes the overall event championship, proving consistency is key. He took the racing win here today and maintained high enough in the ranking to earn himself that overall event champion. Brooklyn, give it up for him one more time. John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. He's taking home his 5th overall event championship of the season. A monumental moment for Team Terminal Velocity. We're gonna get to hear from the winner himself right now.
We are getting awfully familiar up here on the pod because another overall event win here for Terminal Velocity and John Zimmer Jr. Of course, you kicked things off with a JCB Racing win, but you guys right now are in championship mindset with this points lead. What does that mean for you guys, and what does that look like to be able to come out here and just be consistent and good each and every night?
Just running as hard as I can, keeping true to myself, don't try anything super crazy, but still get crazy enough to give you fans an amazing event. Got to start it off strong with racing, first 8 points, and it just snowballed from there, man. At the end of two-wheel, I lost first gear in my transmission, so I was doing the entire run with only second gear, which, believe it or not, is quite the hindering effect on the truck, but we made it work. Entire team's been busting butt in the back. Got my dad back for freestyle and zombie after he had a pretty gnarly breakage in sky wheelies. Man, he can't get anything better than this here at Monster Jam.
Let's talk about that for just a second. You've got CP3 back there turning the wrenches for you and your dad. He was busy with him in freestyle, busy with you. Does having success like that be that much more rewarding for one crew guy and then yourself, which also turns wrenches on your truck?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I can run out here and drive the truck as hard as I want, but if I don't put the time in, keeping this thing top notch, same as my dad's truck as well as Chucky helping me with these two, we wouldn't be up here getting these wins and giving you fans the best event that we can. So our crew here at Monster Jam is truly the best thing ever. Without the crew guys behind the scenes, you guys would not get these amazing events. So give it up one more time for our amazing crew, Brooklyn. Thank you.
And give it up one more time as well for Terminal Velocity and John Zimmer Jr., your overall event champion here this afternoon and this evening at Barclays Center.
A big congratulations to John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity, who now has an 18-point lead in first place against the rest of the competition here in Arena Championship Series Central. An incredible night we've had, and Carlos, you got to be in the stands with these electric Brooklyn fans. I mean, what was this event like for you?
It was wild. I got to see them scream, yell, dance, flex, and it all culminates with a fantastic win for John Zimmer Jr.
A big congratulations to him. And again, we want to thank each and every one of you for coming out to our Monster Jam event. Don't forget to stop by the merchandise stands to pick up a piece of Monster Jam, our latest Spin Master diecast trucks, and also make sure to visit monsterjam.com. We want to see you at Monster Jam World Finals this 4th of July in Salt Lake City. We've got tickets on sale now at monsterjam.com. For my co-host, Hannah Newhouse, Carlos Sparks, my name is Keaton Stewart, and we'll see you at the next Monster Jam.